Hello there. In this video we're going to look at the File button. The File button can be found up the top here with the file signal, and we have a drop down button there that covers a number of things. The New Design is for creating a new design in SketchUp. The New Electronics Design and New Electronics Library are part of the electronics setup, which we are not going to cover in this course, and a New Drawing button. We have an Open button to open an existing file. This is particularly useful for opening a Fusion SketchUp file that may be located on your hard drive. We have a list of recovery documents. We can see there's 10 on the list there. These are documents that have not been saved properly and are possible to be recovered. We have an Upload button for uploading a document to wherever we wish to upload it. A Save when we're saving the new document. A Save As if the document's been saved and we want to resave it as something else. Save as the latest is similar. The Export button is one that we should take note of. This allows us to export the existing drawing to a Fusion drawing file located on our home directory, or we can save the file as an STL file, or there are a number of other formats that we can save the file to as well. The Save and Save As commands only allow saving as a Fusion format, whereas Export does give us some other options. We have a 3D print to print the 3D, capture image to allow us to capture what's on the screen, and a View Mode button which allows us to enter into various viewing modes of hiding various parts of the user interface. We will now look in detail a bit further at the Export command button. We click on the Export command, and there we have the opportunity to put in the file name there, and then we can choose from this box here the format that we're going to choose. The click down arrow there gives us the opportunity to save it as a Fusion file, a 3MF file, an inverter file, and some are grayed out because they're not always active at a particular time. We can also export it as an STL file, SketchUp files and step files. And then once that's chosen, we can choose the location of where we want to save the file by clicking the three little buttons over this side and choosing the directory to export it to. That's the Export button. Let's spend some time on creating a new drawing. We go up to the File and we come down to a New Design. And this creates a new design there, and we want to create in there a new drawing. So we come down and it's from design there. So let's give it a name. We'll call this Tutorial 1. And the location where we want to save it to, this location is the location in the cloud, and we can see them there. So we'll store that in the test folder there, and we'll do save, and that saved it in the test folder. And as you can see up here now, the name there has changed to Tutorial 1 version 1. Now the next stage from there is to create a component. This is done on the Assemble button over here, and we click on Assemble and we click on New Component, and it's a standard type internal, and we'll give it a name, and we'll call this T Component 1 and click OK. That creates the component in there, and it's in that component now we can add our bodies and sketches. So clicking in there, we would go into and create a sketch, and we would choose our plane, and we would create our sketch. In this case we're just going to do a short hexagonal shape. Finish the sketch, and we'll just highlight this to make a body, and we'll extrude it out in that fashion. So there we have with a body. Now if we look in the component thing now, we now have an origin, which is there, you can see it coming on and off. We have a body, and we have a sketch. So at this stage I would recommend naming it. So under the bodies we have the body 1, which is our body we've just drawn. So we can right click on that and we can rename that, and let's call that hex 1. And also with sketches, open up the sketches box and click on that one and call that one there. Where's the rename gone? I'll rename there, and we'll call that hex 1 as well. So you can see now we start to have a structure, and this structure here for our program is not dissimilar to any file structure that you'll find for the directories on your hard drive. So we have the component as the top level, and then we have the bodies, which can all be listed in there, and then the sketches all listed in here. By ensuring that we give the document a name and save it at the very start before we undertake any work, that will enable us then, as work progresses, for us just to hit the save icon, which we can see at the top here, the normal conventional floppy disk icon, and that allows us to just press the save button whenever we go through. And nothing worse than doing a lot of complicated work, not hitting save, and something going wrong. So as I say, once you've opened the initial document and named it, then it's just a simple task to hit the save button every now and again thereafter. So let's have a quick recap on my flow for a new file. Create the new design. Then create a new drawing from design. Create a new component and name it. Save as. Enter sketch mode and create new sketch. Name the sketch to something meaningful. Create a body. Name the body to something meaningful. Hit the save button again. And now continue to hit the save button at regular intervals as you work, so that no work is lost.